Howdy folks, Charlie here from Christmas on Crestline. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for tuning in to a what to buy and when to buy episode. Today we're going to talk about a very sparsely mentioned topic, and that is site security. What is a very easy, proactive step you can take to maintain the integrity of your Christmas light show? One thing that is very rarely mentioned amongst Christmas tubers and as a video topic for Christmas light animators, or if you have a static display, is site security. It's something you don't really hear a lot about unless something bad happens. Now, I myself, we have been a victim of theft of our Christmas light displays. We had a very nice seating area for folks who were on foot. They could come, they could sit down in our seating area. Speakers are right there. They could watch and listen to the whole show. We had a rocker out there for them. We had a nice seating area until somebody decided to come and load all that up in their truck and mosey on down the road. So cameras are one thing you can get. They are usually on sale on Black Friday. That's about the best time to buy a security system. And that's something, they say it's proactive to have a security system. Well, it's proactive for the theft investigation, but it's reactive to the theft if you buy it afterwards. So what is something that's simple, that's cheap, that's easy, that you maybe haven't thought about that you can use for your Christmas light show? Very simple, very cheap. Christmas light hooks. Now I have about 80 to 100 of these, and you can usually find them, you'll buy them, they're about $1. They're about $1. You can usually find them on sale for about 75 cents or so, but I got these from a big box store. But you can usually find these on sale, especially like December 26th, you'll find a lot of these on sale. But right now is also an excellent time to buy them if you can find them. They're kind of hard to find, but they are called Christmas light hooks, and this stands about 36 inches, and it has this little hook in here, and this is where the Christmas lights go, and this is very sharp and it goes into the ground. What I use these for is to border around my Santa's workshop, which I have a holographic display. I have my projector in there. I have some other things of value in there. And this by no means is going to keep anybody out of the workshop. We have a quasi walk-through Christmas light display because we do have the Christmas workshop next to our photo prop. So people get out of the cars, they'll get in the photo prop, and the young kids like to go up and look at Santa really close. Well, I don't want a bunch of fingerprints and Lord forbid a little child come up, and it's plexiglass, but I don't want anybody to get hurt up there. There's glass. I have a few exposed nails, not a lot, but there are some things up there that could cause danger, could cause injury to a small child. So I roped that off with these. I stake this around the perimeter of the workshop, put lights in between it, so kids will know, hey, don't go back there. Is it going to stop a theft? Nope, but it's just one cheap thing, just one more thing you can do if you want to add a border or a layer of security around anything you have on your display. If you have some big blow molds, if you have giant inflatables, whatever you have that you'd rather people, if they do want to get out of the car, so go up and put hands-on. If you have a hands-on Christmas display, if you want to rope any area off, this is the cheap and very affordable thing I would suggest that you buy. It doesn't take anything to buy it. When you find them, the biggest complaint I have about these, and it's small, it's minute, but when you get a bunch of them and you get them all together, these things will lock in like it's Christmas lights. And one thing I've always said, if the apocalypse ever happens and I'm a survivor, the one thing I want to keep with me is several boxes of Christmas lights, because those things get so tangled so easily. These little hooks actually surprisingly do as well. But if you have anything you want to rope off, I suggest using these. They go into the ground. I've never had an issue with wind. I've never had an issue with these bending too poorly. They're pretty rigid, they're pretty tight. And this is stainless steel. This is steel. And there is a website on here in case anybody's interested. It's stirsteel.com, S-T-I-E-R steel.com. I'll put that website in the description below so you can check it out if you're interested. Maybe buy these direct from the manufacturer. Bit of a short video this week, but I wanted to at least get you in the mind frame or kind of get you in thinking about what type of security do you need if you've never ever thought about having any type of security, and by security I mean rope off, or some people get the high voltage signs and put those in the yard. We all know as animators there's not really any high voltage, but when people see all these lights coming on and off, they're thinking it's high voltage. So some folks will put that up, especially a lot of folks who do both Christmas and Halloween. They'll put, I've seen a lot of high voltage signs of folks who do a Halloween animated light show. So that's something else for you to think about. Those are also very inexpensive. Every hardware store you can go to is going to have those. But I just kind of want to get you to think about that. What are the things that are on sale now during all the pre-sales that are going on in February and March? What is out there that could help you with your show as being a deterrent? Because when we had stuff stolen from our Christmas light display, it's not a good feeling. It's nothing that I want to have happen to anybody else. Today's shout out comes from our behind the scenes of a Christmas light show episode we did a couple weeks back. And Key Man of Co. I'm sure that's an acronym, Key Man of Company. I don't know. But he actually had a few questions. He said, Charlie, I don't see any sandbags on the new verticals on the roof. Any problems from the wind bothering them? I know there's not much for the wind to catch, but it still could happen. And he asked a few other questions in his comments there. But to answer his first question first, no, we don't use any, I call them peacocks. Some other folks have commented calling them fans because they kind of look like they're fanned out. But yeah, we don't use any sandbags at all on those. They are a little over 6 feet tall, and I want to say my longest one was 15 feet wide. I think my shortest was 12 feet wide. So yeah, they are perfectly balanced where the wind just has never ever got to them at all. This was our first season with them, but they worked out beautifully. The wind never knocked any of them over. I do use sandbags on my Star, but I didn't have to use that on any of the Peacock verticals, so none at all. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, or you can always email me at christmasoncrestline@gmail.com. Don't forget now's the time to check out all the sales of all the commercial grade, folks, and now's the time to buy cheaply. A lot of 40% off sales out there, folks. I'm Charlie. I'll see you in the next episode, guys.